Diverse views in Abulegba promises to be a different one. Of course, it's June 14, precisely a public holiday declared by the president of the nation, Muhammadu Buhari. The son of the late Chief MKO Abiola made a statement. What did he say? He said he is not happy with the current state of the nation, and this is what we'll be discussing today and the protest that took place over the weekend. Of course, it's Diverse Views at News Joints, anchored by Michael Adekunle. Let's quickly join our reviewers. I'll be back. Talking about diverse views in Abulegba, like I told you, it promises to be an interesting one here today. You're welcome. Good morning, sir.
Thank you.
It's been a while.
That is what will be. In a state of apprehension, one needs to hide himself a bit.
One needs to hide himself a bit. What do you mean by that? Can you come closer a little?
What I mean by that is that
no,
everywhere,
Go.
you can see the way things are going in the country.
Okay.
No free movement like June 12. Some people say they were coming to Lagos to do some protest, and why the government say they can deal with anybody that come out and do so. So one needs to hide himself a bit to avoid any whatever may be fair on the one.
To avoid any maltreatment, treatment
exactly.
from the government. And did you take? Did you partake in the protest that went on last week?
Why will I? Since you look at what happened during the NSAS, people protest for their legitimate rights. At the same time, have been hijacked from those they are protesting against. You see how it play. Some people die, nobody knows what killed them up to today. So why do you expect me to partake? That's why I didn't partake.
That's why you didn't partake. Which means you took part of that NSAS protest.
I didn't, because
didn't?
I know it will happen. I know the present government we are in, the type of administration. You understand? I use a bit of wisdom somehow. I say, this man is not one that can tolerate anything, even legitimately. So I need to hide myself.
You saw the future during the NSAS?
Exactly.
And that stopped you from going out?
That stopped not to even coming out. So I just my family.
We saw a situation whereby many youth in Nigeria were chanting Buhari must go. They asked Buhari must go, change this government, change bad government in Nigeria. Now, how do you feel about it? And looking at this administration, do you think this administration has that listening ears to listen to the plight of the people?
Well, I don't know how to, because in this government at times they monitor what you say. That's why I use the indirect way to illustrate things.
Do you think this government has this listening ears to hear the plight of the people?
I will tell you capital no, because I know some. In a democratic government, it's government of the people. The people have the ultimate say. But this is a government that will, whatever go bad against you, you don't utter, you don't murmur, you don't speak your mind. Talk less of agitating. If I say so, the authority take you up. Which never happen in the democratic norm. Democracy is about freedom of speech, provided that there's a guide and rule for whatever you said. You'll be responsible for whatever you say. If you contradict anything, there's a court, there's a process. But in this government, they don't even go through this process. They are only just straightforward. I get that person arrested, either indirectly or whatever, eliminate the person, which never happened under democratic norm. It's not intended with democratic norm. So that's why I say listening of the Nigerian government presently, there's none.
Wow.
The reason why we are witnessing apprehension, you can see it everywhere in the state of apprehension. You don't advise, you don't criticize, then what does that want to tell you? It simply means we are in chain. So the present administration doesn't have the listening ear. That's what I can say.
But what really happened to the major opposition party, which is PDP? People expect so much from PDP. Of course, when the PDP was in power, you saw the way the opposition party criticized that government. What's happening this time around? Since we don't have a strong opposition party this time.
It doesn't happen like that. PDP playing what they call true oppositional, can say, critics against the government. They don't come the way this present administration come.
Okay.
You could remember before 2014, there are some things like they're not supposed to even condone. But the PDP condoned them because PDP was running a bit democratically, not wholly, but a bit democratic system. freedom of speech was there. You could remember the time there was a protest in local Ojota and all that. Nobody,
over the
even when
subsidy issue.
when the past chairman of this present government, and so-called Oyegun, he said something that's very, very dangerous. He said that if the PDP fail to do some certain things or whatever, they are going to form a parallel government. The PDP condone it. You understand? Because have freedom of speech or something like that to make people air their view. But under this government, nothing like that.
No freedom of speech.
No freedom of even any moment of speaking your mind.
Which I believe is not good for a good democracy.
It's never intended with democratic government. Democratic government is about the people. It's the people that are shaping the government. More criticism, more stronger of the government. Failing to criticize the government, it will become, can I call it authoritarian or whatever, I don't know how to describe the type of government we're in now. And they call it democracy. I don't see anything democratic under this administration.
Now the question is, which way Nigeria?
The way Nigerian is on the God hand.
Wow. You expect God to come and rule us? Come and change the system, the situation?
You know why I say so? Because in this country, if you prefer solution, you become an object of attack. You get what I mean?
Wow.
So we are part of God, you know. But I just use this word in order to, I don't want to say something more or less,
Maybe inciting or something.
You understand? Because the government don't conduct any advice, suppose of say your mind freely.
But the president has media aides. He has advisors.
Thank you. This is the first government I see that have a multiple media aid. Go and check record. It never happened. But at the same time, he still makes some mistakes. I believe that president have his own private, can I say, his own personal agenda, not the agenda of the people.
The Fulanization have been speculated.
You say so. Yes, you say so.
No, I'm not saying so.
What do you expect me to
There are
say?
speculations going out there about
It could be.
Fulanizing Nigeria.
It could be. That's why I say whatever statement one made, have to be extra careful. Because this government don't take any advice or criticizing their government. So that's what I can say.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, I appreciate you,
I really
brother.
appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. All right, still diverse views at News Joints. Of course, we are still right at the newsstand in Abulegba, and I have here with me King White. King White trying to deliberate on what we have on today's edition of this program, June 12th, and other topics we'll be treating today. How are you doing? Can you come closer?
Okay, I'm fine. I'm very cool.
You're fine?
Yeah,
wow.
This morning.
Okay. I know you have a whole lot of things loaded in you.
Let's pour it out now.
Okay.
For people, can't dasita found your let's pour it out.
Now, when you look at what happened over the weekend, of course, the federal government declared June 12 Democracy Day. Formally, it was May 29, right? Which right now we are celebrating June 12 as Democracy Day. Now, what legacy would you say the late Chief MK Abiola, left behind?
Let me take you back to. Let me take you back to when we first started this struggle. In 1946, they gave us Richard Constitution, which is all this colonial master. They gave us Richard Constitution in 1946, and we were very happy then, a little bit. But at the end of the day, we discovered that the Constitution is not genuine, and we are not comfortable with it.
It's not benefiting us, right?
Yes, and in 1951 again, they gave us McPherson Constitution, which we are comfortable a little bit with McPherson Constitution. But in 1953, National Conference was held again that we don't want this Constitution, and they now give us Littleton Constitution. And the Littleton Constitution is the constitution that gave us true federalism. And we achieved our true federalism on the basis of 1963 Constitution, which is Littleton. But the hope of Nigerians then that another opportunity is coming, which is 1993, which is the topic we want to discuss this morning. Tó jẹ́ ọ̀rọ̀ tá fẹ́ sọ ní àárọ̀ yìí. In 1993, we all know, even unborn baby know that Chief MKO Abiola won the election. That's the most free and fair election in the history of Nigeria. And Basharu MKO Abiola won, but because of all this Fulani agenda, at the end of the day, the election was annulled by Ibrahim Babangida. Yes. So unfortunately for the Yoruba people, along the line, the struggle started. Everybody started mobilizing that enough is enough. And at the end of the day, Abiola was arrested in his house, and Baba was charged with treasonable felony.
For declaring himself.
Yes. Which everyone know that Basharu MKO Abiola won this election. Ẹ wá gbé MKO Abiola pamọ́. And to God be the glory, then BBC contacted Chief MKO Abiola. They were asking him, Baba, where are you? Abiola said they were taking him to the prison. And the BBC people now asked Basharu MKO Abiola that, are you comfortable with the arrest? And MKO Abiola said one thing, that is the reason why we are agitating, we are clamoring that this democracy, Abiola died for it. That Obasanjo, that is fortunate to be president, to declare democracy June 12 as our democracy day. But unfortunately for him, Obasanjo now, he refused because he believed in May 2029, which is a fake democracy and a meaningless day to the history of Nigeria. So along the line, Basharu MKO Abiola was whisked away to the prison. At the end of the day, MKO Abiola, in collaboration with Kofi Annan, then he was killed along the line. And when this MKO Abiola was killed, that's our hope. We are suffering it now. The sufferness in the land now is because of the MKO Abiola that was killed. And unfortunately, for likes of Chief Oyegun, Oshoba, Chief Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and their caucus, that they will now go and gather themselves and bring Muhammadu Buhari, that is part of Abacha regime, which Chief MKO Abiola was killed through their government. The same Buhari was now a democratic president of Nigeria, with the collaboration of Tinubu and co. It's unfortunate for them to bring Buhari, a military man, to come and be a democratic president. That's why he can't get it right.
But I think to an extent, Buhari tried by making sure June 12
yes.
becomes a meaningful day to Nigeria. Yes,
we love Buhari for that, because I'm a person that I always say the truth. Okay. I was trained and brought up by Iba Gani Adams, Ààrẹ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò of Yoruba land. Okay. So he taught us that we should always speak out the truth. Okay. It's a shame to Obasanjo that a person like Buhari will recognize June 12. And I love it. Well, they can call it a political tune, that maybe it's because of their second term, this thing, the ambition. Wow. That they declare the day as a democracy day. But it's in the history, and it's part of what we are agitating for, that we want democracy, we want June 12 as our democracy day. And to God be the glory, tí Muhammadu Buhari tó bá tiẹ̀ wá ṣe nígbà yẹn pé kíní tọ́mọ lóṣèlú ni, ó sì ṣe ìkan ẹ̀ náà, but eléyìí tá wá sọ pé àfẹ́ lórí àwọn Fúlàní darandaran tó wá ń pa àwọn èèyàn wa, ó wà lára iṣẹ́ tí Basharu MKO Abiola fẹ́ wá ṣe ní ìgbà yẹn tó ti get àwọn Fúlàní ti get ẹ̀ pé irú agenda tẹ́ni ń gbé bọ̀ yìí ó máa yí àwọn sílẹ̀ o, ó máa ṣe báyìí fáwọn o.
But he was the man of the people.
Abiola was the man of the people, Abi. Yeah. Abiola was the man of the people. Everybody knows that. Yeah. That's why when he was taken away, when they took him away, he said something. Abiola said when BBC was asking him, Abiola said, well, anywhere they were taking me to, I'm ready. If I die, I will love democracy and my people to be in peace. This is the democracy MKO Abiola died for. How many Abiola relatives, how many Abiola children were in the government of Bola Ahmed Tinubu in Lagos State or in Southwest in general? Unfortunately for Bola Ahmed Tinubu, during the struggle in 1996, when Abacha government want to kill him, he ran to an exile. Wọ́n lọ wọ́n sàsálà fẹ́mi ara wọn. Àwọn tí wọ́n wá jókòó pọ̀ tí wọ́n wá ja ìjà òmìnira democracy tọ́gbà tábíọ́lá kú fún wọn benefit ẹ̀ lé ní báyìí wọ́n wá sideline ni wọn. Let's go to the Afẹ́nifẹ́re. AD tó wá gbé wá under the he contested under the platform of AD, but when they refused to give him a second term ní ìgbà yẹn wọ́n ṣe kí ni ibẹ̀ yẹn ní Yorùbá ti pín o nígbà tí bàbá Abraham Adésànyà ti kú àti ìgbà yẹn lẹ́nu Yorùbá ò ti kò dáadáa mọ́. Iṣẹ́ tí Awólọ́wọ̀ ṣe lẹ̀ wọ́n ti bà iṣẹ́ yẹn jẹ́ báyìí. Gbogbo asset ilẹ̀ Yorùbá lórí pé ká máa sọ pé wọ́n Nàìjíríà and these Fulani people wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ pa wọ́n Nàìjíríà. Iṣẹ́ yẹn lọ́wọ́ bàjẹ́ democracy tọmọ Yorùbá kú fún ṣé ó yẹ kó wá jẹ́ pé àwa ọmọ Yorùbá la tún máa sọ́fà. Ẹ wo àwọn ọmọ wa wọ́n á ní kó lọ máa ṣe JAMB kó máa mú 300 kó máa mú 250 kó tó lè ṣe law, but go to the north with 100 150 comfortably you will read a law. So ara àwọn nǹkan tí man yìí Tábíọ́lá fẹ́ wá ṣe nìyẹn tó ń pè man of the people. Ẹ mọ̀ pé kó tó di president ó ń tọ́jú mẹ̀kúnnù ó ń tọ́jú ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ èèyàn ó ń install African president ó dẹ̀ ń stabilize many things. Kò sí téèyàn ṣe máa wà torí ẹ̀ ò ní mì Abíọ́lá lè láṣìṣe tiẹ̀ but eléyìí tó kú fún yìí òun làwa wá ń sọ pé a ní gbà fún ìjọba Nàìjíríà nǹkan tí Abíọ́lá kú fún kàn bàjẹ́ nǹkan tí Abíọ́lá fi ẹ̀mí ẹ̀ lélẹ̀ fún kí wọ́n bàjẹ́ democracy ni ẹwà àwọn tó ṣe protest níjọ́ June 12.
Honestly, that's what I even
see how they were treated, for God's sake. This is not autocracy. That is it. This is not autocracy. This is democracy.
Now, don't you have the right to protest again, to express our views?
Even under the fake constitution, under the fake 99 constitution, we have the right to protest. And we have the right for freedom of expression. And there is right for self-determination. Those are the people agitating for Biafra, Yoruba nation. They have the right to agitate. Because under the international this in Nigeria were part of the people that signed the self-determination stuff. So ẹ mọ a country tó ti pín ni under àwọn tó colonize wa ló colonize Indian ó ti níyì àwọn tó ti pín kúrò láàrin wọn tó ti di country. Nigeria ti pọ̀ jù. We don't want a war because kò sí country tó fẹ́ take refugee in Nigeria. Over 240 million population. I can parọ́ pé 200 million. We are more than 200 million.
And we are still dying.
We are still dying. They are still killing our people.
Keep increasing.
Kí ẹ̀yin Yorùbá kẹ́ lọ ronú. Ṣé rí lílé tó ń lé àwọn ènìyàn ní oko táwọn Fúlàní ń pa ènìyàn dànù. Agenda ni o. Wọn ò fẹ́ kí a ní nǹkan ọ̀gbìn tó bá rẹ̀ ti gba oúnjẹ lọ́wọ́ èèyàn tí ò bá ti sóúnjẹ mọ́ lọ́mọ wa ń kógun jàyàn. A wá ń pe ẹ̀yin Southwest governors, ẹ̀yin leaders, national assemblies Yorùbá tó bá wà ń bẹ̀. State assemblies ẹ pera yín papọ̀. We need a security summit. Southwest people need a security summit. We have to dialogue. We have to talk about our future. People are dying. People are hungry. Southwest is not safe. To God be the glory. We have a position, a title in Yoruba land, which is Ààrẹ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò. If you can't talk to Buhari, ẹgbọ́n nǹkan tí Buhari sọ ń gbà tó wá. Ó ní ṣé àwọn gómìnà ẹ fẹ́ kí òun wá máa ẹni tí ò mọ lọ. Buhari ò mọ kò mọ nǹkan tó ń pè ní law. Ó kàn lè wà fortunate kó jẹ́ president.
He told the governors to secure their states.
Yes, ó lè experience lóòótọ́ but àwọn tó wà pẹ̀lú Buhari ìka èèyàn ni wọ́n. A kàn máa ń blame máa ẹni.
He has bad advisers.
Yes, a kàn ń blame ẹni ẹgbọ́n nǹkan tó sọ. Ó ní kí àwọn gómìnà kó lọ ṣiṣẹ́ fúnra wọn. Ó ń pa èèyàn state ẹ̀ ń sìn. Why tí ìwọ náà lè form àwọn local security? Tó bá jẹ́ pé ẹgbàá gan ló máa fún wọn kó máa secure àwọn agbègbè kọ̀ọ̀kan ṣe yẹn because of pé ẹ fẹ́ san salary ẹ dẹ̀ ní iléeṣẹ́ tẹ̀ ń san owó fáwọn èèyàn tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ iléeṣẹ́ yín ẹ ń ràn ní iléeṣẹ́ yín ẹ tún ràn Nàìjíríà wọ́n dẹ̀ sọ pé kọ́ pín kínní kẹ́ máa ṣe part time ní national assembly kọ́ máa ṣe ní part time kó má dàbí pé ẹ máa sọ kínní ìdíṣẹ́ ẹ ní rọ ẹ̀ gbà. the 2014 national confab ibẹ̀ ló yẹ kí Buhari kó ti solve problem Nigeria but torí ẹ̀tanú àti ìwà ìkà ó sọ sí dustbin and àwọn tó dẹ̀ ń ṣàmúgbálẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ torí ambition wọn ò fẹ́ kó rí ṣe.
That's the confab initiated by the then president.
That by the ex-president Goodluck Jonathan.
Yeah.
See, brilliant Nigerians àwọn tó brilliant dáadáa lọ wà lọ kóra wọn pọ̀. A person like Kutigi is late now. I think he's a chairman of that conference. A person like Olufalaye is a brain. A person like Are Ona Kakanfo.
At the end of the day, it was swept.
At the end of the day, it was swept under the carpet.
I think it should have gone a long way.
A long way. A kò yẹ ká wà ní position tá wà. Security issue wa okay now we have only one Supreme Court. Báwo ni wọ́n ṣe máa mú case láti Ogun State bóyá àwọn èèyàn ń jà sí ilẹ̀. Ó yẹ kí Supreme Court wà ní Ogun State tó máa dájọ́ wọ́n máa gbé ẹjọ́ lọ sí Abuja. So tí àbára àwọn málà ṣé à lè dájọ́ ni. Ó wà nínú constitution yẹn pé kí state kọ̀ọ̀kan ó ní Supreme Court. Ó wà nínú constitution yẹn pé kí state kọ̀ọ̀kan kó máa control police ẹ̀ which is state police. Kò nídìí pé wọ́n ṣẹ̀ máa IG ẹ wo nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí Fáyọ̀ṣe. Wọ́n withdraw gbogbo security lẹ́yìn Fáyọ̀ṣe nígbà tó fi ipò lẹ̀. Wọ́n wá ráyè enter tó bá yẹ kó ní àṣẹ ní state ẹ̀ ni wọ́n ò ní ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀. Ó easy fún wọn kó mú Málà sínú cell kí wọ́n pè látàbújá pé ọmọ Málà tẹ mú yẹn o. Let's go to a case of Wakili. When OPC people arrested Wakili, tó hand over ìfọlọ́pàá, ẹ rí i pé Abuja ní ìpè ti dún pé kó fi Wakili lẹ̀. Àwọn OPC tó wá mú Wakili yẹn wọ́n wá arrest wọn. Ẹ wo ta ló máa rí yẹn tó jẹ́ pé kò ní mad. So we are calling our government kó ronú tí a bá ń joyin tí a bá ń jẹ gbogbo nǹkan ká má gbàgbé pé àtikú là ń jẹ láyé ẹ máa kú lọ́jọ́ kan tẹ́ bá wá kú Ọlọ́run á wá ní kó jí yín á wá béèrè pé iṣẹ́ tó ń ràn yín báwo lẹ ṣe jẹ ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń pa àwọn protesters wọ́n ní right láti protest we have the right to ask you a question where are you driving us to this is our future Ọbásanjọ́ you have no right to talk again you are ẹ ti old ẹ má sọ nǹkan kan mọ́ the only thing tẹ́ máa sọ sí ni pé ọ̀rọ̀ tútù ni kó máa tẹnu yín bọ́ don't think you have you have investment in the south in the north in the west.
So does it mean it's part of the problem?
Yes, no, Obasanjo is the genesis of our problem. Baba Obasanjo is the genesis of Nigerian problem. Why? Ní pé 99 constitution àwọn ni wọ́n gbé fún and the constitution was promulgated by Abdulsalam. Ní ìgbà yẹn constitution yìí wọ́n dẹ̀ rí nǹkan tó wà ń bẹ̀ pé kò favour wa why tí wọ́n lò for 8 years. Jonathan tún fẹ́ change ẹ̀ wọ́n tún halẹ̀ mọ́ gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe why constitution yìí kẹ́dẹ̀rẹ́ òun ni wọ́n act lé lórí tẹ́rí pé wọ́n sì ń ṣe democracy bíi pé wọ́n ń ṣe military ṣe get so irú constitution yìí sìn ẹ̀sìn kan ló gbà láàyè which is Muslim and we have almost uncountable religion in Nigeria but 3 were unrecognized mẹ́ta nínú ẹ̀ which is Christian, Muslim and tradition. So nínú constitution yìí ibẹ̀ lẹ ti máa mọ̀ pé constitution tá à ń lò kò bá wa lára mu kò dá so I will like to urge Nigerian government to make sure that they work on it so we need them to go and to go and implement the 2014 national conference and ìyẹn tiẹ̀ ti late restructuring is late presently
because of the agitations of what?
Yes, self-determination is real. You can see what is going on all over the world. There is one organization they call YOV, Yoruba One Voice. Wọ́n ṣe rally káàkiri almost 178 countries. Ẹ lọ wo rally yẹn náà, ẹ lọ wo protest yẹn. Wọ́n ṣò gbogbo àwọn tí àwọn Fúlàní ń pa. Wọ́n ṣò gbogbo àwọn tẹ́bí ń pa. Wọ́n ṣò gbogbo àwọn arúgbó tó ń tọrọ owó ní street tó ń rówó jẹun mọ́. So gbogbo kíní ẹ lọ ṣò tá bá ní àwọn kan ò believe. Tọ́ba believe they should go back to Moses.
And with the way things are going,
yes.
I don't think 2023 election is sure.
No. The election. Are you planning for 2023 election? Don't plan any election. It's better you plan for referendum. Ó better kẹ́ plan for referendum than 1990. 2003 election.
Alright.
There is nothing like let me analyze it for
Okay.
you.
Alright.
2003 ṣé ta ni ẹ fẹ́ jáde
2023.
2023 ṣé ẹni ẹ fẹ́ lọ sí east ó fẹ́ lọ campaign tí bẹ̀ ń bọ̀ lọ́wọ́ ṣó fẹ́ lọ sí north ṣó fẹ́ wá sí west ṣó fẹ́ lọ south ta ni ẹni tó ready láti tẹ̀lé ṣáwọn Biafra ni let's come to the table let's dialogue this country go belong sí yín alone I am not a Ghanaian I'm a Nigerian.
It's meant for all.
It's meant for us and we have the right to talk. So I need a meeting. We need a roundtable meeting.
Let's talk.
Ṣé 2023 máa wáyé?
Not just talking. Let's talk and find solution.
Let's talk and find solution.
All right. Thank you so much. Big boy. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. One love. Thank you so much. All right. Right here behind the camera, still diverse views at this joint. I have here with me Stamadan. Stamadan, good morning.
Morning, Mr. Michael.
We are here in your arena.
Yes.
This is your arena.
Yeah, actually.
You reign here.
Absolutely.
Wow. But did you partake in the last protest?
No, I on social media actually, but not in person, not physically.
Social media?
Yes.
In what way? Protesting on social media, were you jumping?
No. I gave my view, supported who were supporting, and gave out a news of what is happening around to people who need to know and things like that.
Why didn't you go out?
I'm
were you
not
kind of skeptical of what will happen, or were you kind of afraid?
even the previous one. I didn't go out. I didn't go out. Yes.
And your youth?
Yeah. Though I made my own on radio and every other platform. Yeah, I didn't go out. It's not a must. You go out to protest before you know you have
Protested.
and
Or heard your views.
yes, and it is still not a must. You don't go out. It's just a personal issue.
Well,
Yeah.
now, Madam, I want to ask you this question. I don't know if you see the way I have perceived it,
Okay.
or many have not perceived it. Do our views count in Nigeria, especially in this administration?
Yes. Thank you for that quote. No. Yeah, because you can see with everything we have tried to do with our voices, with our shouts and everything I think still is in just like it's just happening like normal. Nothing is changing, nothing is happening. There's no everything is still the same. Yeah, in this very government.
This is very good.
Yes.
And do we have any way of changing it? Can we have any way of changing it? Because I've seen many situations where Nigerian youth will go out there to protest, and they'll be stopped from protesting. There will be this kind of disruption from the security agency.
Yeah, of which protesting is still our right. Yeah, but I said it earlier. Anyone who has voted for this government, well, I think they are suffering it more.
Wow.
Yes, if you are part of a person who pressed your vote, your thumb to vote in this government, you are suffering it more. I'm very, very sure about it.
Are you not part of them?
Yes.
Did you vote for
It
this?
is no. I cannot vote for this because I cannot vote for this government because I say it severally. They are made us believe, or they are made people who don't understand believe it is only this particular party that is in Nigeria, or that we must vote for, or that they must vote for, which is not like that. For me, I'm here again to preach against voting for a particular. You say they say PDP, APC. PDP and APC is not the only party in Nigeria, for crying out loud. If you are hearing me, hear me well now. PDP is not the only, and APC and PDP is not the only party in Nigeria. Just like how they are made Christian and Muslim.
Major religion.
Yeah, it is. We have more than 400 religions in Nigeria. We have more than 2 parties in so if you are hearing me now, understand this thing I'm saying. APC and PDP is not the only party. We have several parties. Now the only thing that will make me not vote for other parties might be because I'm seeing these same candidates in other parties. So I'm here to make you understand the fact that try and make your research, try and vote in parties who have not come up before in Nigeria. We have several of them.
That's
We have
2023.
yes. We have YDP, which is for the youth. I don't know if
We have AAC.
the AAC. We have so many.
Pioneered by Shoren.
We have so many of them. So and I probably said somewhere that I prefer a new party to come in and do worse than this, than we still voting these same people. And I mean we keep seeing the same. It's just uncalled for. If you are wise enough, and this thing is starting from these our parents. They have been manipulated that they think it is only. So now if the last vote in my area, we have dignitaries, we have chairmen, we have landlord, this what do you call it, that were telling you to vote for to vote APC. Now when you didn't vote for APC and they notice, they now see the youth as Satan, as if you know, maybe
As their enemy.
yes, this person has voted for PDP actually. Say no, they now start seeing us as
Enemies.
yes. So it started from the vicinity, the small areas. So this is what is happening. I'm preaching against this today again. It is not only APC and PDP we have in Nigeria. Vote, make your research and vote other parties. We have this Shiwore party, we have this AAC, thank you. We have this YDP. I don't know if they have been been
But do you think the Nigerian youths or I know will buy into this idea?
right now I'm sure many of them are crying. Many of them are crying. So at worst, at most, they will not even vote at all. Yes, with what they have experienced right now, I mean in this government, yes, they I'm sure none of them, if they don't know any party more, I'm sure they will not vote again. And I'm sure our fathers too won't vote. And one of the reasons they voted for this
Administration.
yes, was because I think most of them were expecting pension and things like that. So they believe if this same yes, coming again, they will get. And many of them did not till now. I know so many that have not gotten their pensions, and they are crying. So what you have caused is what you are seeing, and what you see is what you enjoy, either good or bad.
All right, thank you so much, Stamadan.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. And here we say goodbye to you on today's edition of Diverse Views. Join us next time on the same platform. I remain Michael Adekule. Behind the camera, Sheyi Odetola. You can join us on our social media handles displayed on the screen. You can also join me on Facebook, Michael Temitayo Adekule, at Michael Temitayo Adekule, on Instagram Adekule Michael Temitayo. Thank you so much. Bye.